Love after 60. Tease a woman like this and she will open her legs. There's a moment, quiet, subtle, almost invisible, when an older woman feels something shift inside her. Not because of what you said, not because of what you did, but because of the way you teased her, in a way only a grown man seasoned by life truly can. Whether she's 30 or 60, whether she's shy or outgoing, whether she's serious or playful, every woman I know loves to be teased. Why? Because teasing is the ultimate form of flirting. It's a dance, a spark, a gentle push and pull. It makes her feel your presence without you needing to force anything. It shows that you're confident enough to play, grounded enough to stay relaxed, and emotionally intelligent enough to read her energy. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to tease a woman in 5 simple ways that make her body soften, her desire rise, and her legs open, not out of pressure but out of pure willing longing. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a conversation about intimacy, connection, and desire after 60. So let's talk about the kind of teasing that works. Not because you're trying harder, but because you finally learned how to slow the moment down. Number 1. Tease her with presence, not touch. It starts with your presence, the way you look at her, the way you hold yourself, the way you let silence hover, without rushing to fill it. Most men assume teasing means being playful or bold. But for a mature woman, the most irresistible form of teasing is a man who makes her feel seen without immediately acting on it. After 60, women respond less to physical stimulation and more to emotional tuning. When you slow your movements, soften your shoulders, and let your eyes linger on her just 1 second longer than expected, you create tension, the warm magnetic kind that builds inside her chest and settles low in her body. She feels desired without being cornered. She feels attention without pressure, and that contrast alone can make her temperature rise. This kind of teasing works because it awakens her imagination. You're not grabbing, reaching, or making the moment explicit. You're simply present, calm, steady, fully attuned, and her mind begins to fill in the rest. For a woman at this stage of life, the mind is the gateway to the body. When she senses that you're not in a hurry, her guard drops, her breath deepens, her desire starts to unfold naturally. A man who teases with presence communicates something rare in a world full of hurry. He is in control of himself, not reaching for her to feel validated. Emotional mastery tells her you're not trying to impress, not performing, not waiting for her reaction to determine your worth. You're simply there, steady, grounded, aware. Now, we move to the next subtle shift, the one that turns her curiosity into physical response. Number 2. Tease her through delayed touch. One of the most irresistible kinds of teasing for a woman after 60 is the touch you almost give, but don't deliver right away. When your hand moves toward her waist, her arm, or the side of her face, and then pauses just before contact, you create a wave of anticipation that goes straight to her nervous system. Most men rush this part. They touch too fast, trying to create closeness. But the real magic happens in those few seconds before your skin meets hers. That moment tells her you're intentional, not impulsive. It tells her you desire her, but you're not trying to claim her. Instead, you're letting her body register the possibility of your touch, giving her time to want it before you ever make a move. A mature woman responds powerfully to this because anticipation heightens sensation in ways pressure never can. When she senses your presence close to her skin, but not quite touching her breath, subtly shifts, her focus sharpens, and she becomes more aware of every inch of her body. It activates her in a way direct contact can't, because she's not reacting to what you're doing. She's reacting to what might happen next. That uncertainty pulls her inward, opening her to you before you've even touched her. And in teasing, the space you choose not to cross often carries more erotic weight than the space you do. It tells her you're not rushing, not controlling, but allowing her desire to rise on its own. Have you ever experienced this kind of anticipation in a moment of intimacy? How did it change the connection? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you felt this dynamic play out in your own experiences. Next, we dive into the power of your voice, a form of teasing that draws her in more intimately than any physical touch could ever do. Number 3. Tease her with your voice. It's not about what you say, but how you say it. The cadence, the tone, the deliberate pacing of your words, all of these create an emotional environment that can stir desire far more powerfully than any touch. A slow, steady voice that speaks with intention carries weight. When you speak to her like she's the only person in the room, when every word feels deliberate and thoughtful, it communicates not just interest, but emotional depth. After 60, women are often less moved by quick compliments or flirtatious remarks, and more drawn to a voice that exudes calm assurance and presence. When you take your time allowing each word to land slowly, it gives her room to take in the moment. Feel the space between you and let her body and mind align. The beauty of this kind of teasing is that it's subtle. You're not rushing to make your intentions clear, but instead letting her experience the emotional depth of your words. This kind of teasing builds intimacy because it doesn't demand a response. Instead, it allows her to feel heard, valued, and seen on a deeper level. The pause between your words, the breath you take before speaking, it all creates an emotional connection that makes her feel desired not just for her body, but for who she truly is. When she feels this emotional connection through your voice, the desire between you doesn't just stay in the moment, it lingers, quietly building. Once you realize that teasing with your voice has the power to build intimacy without effort, the next step becomes clear because it's less about what you do, and more about knowing when to let the silence speak for you. Number 4. Use silence as a teasing tool. The next powerful form of teasing that makes a woman crave you after 60 is the ability to use silence as an emotional tool. When you pause before responding or allow quiet moments to settle between words, you create a tension that is felt far more deeply than anything spoken. Silence in intimacy isn't awkward or uncomfortable. It's charged with meaning. It invites anticipation, allowing her to fill the space with her own thoughts, feelings, and desires, all of which naturally turn toward you. At this stage in life, many women value the space in between interaction. A well-timed pause gives her room to reflect, to consider her emotions, and to feel the connection building without you needing to push it forward. You don't have to rush the moment or fill every silence with words or action. The silence itself becomes a form of teasing, drawing her in without demanding anything from her. This technique is powerful because it creates a shift from external stimuli to internal connection. Rather than flooding the moment with words or movement, you give her the chance to feel the desire growing naturally. By staying calm and letting the silence hang between you, you make her wonder what's coming next, which heightens the anticipation and deepens her emotional investment. If this perspective resonates with you, please like the video to support my channel and help others discover these deeper insights into attraction and intimacy. From that, we dive into another way of teasing that works on an even more subtle level that has nothing to do with physical touch, but everything to do with how you make her feel emotionally connected. Number 5. Make her feel like she's the only one. The final form of teasing that truly makes a woman crave you after 60 is giving her your undivided attention. It sounds simple, but many men overlook how much this act of focus can spark attraction. In a world filled with distractions, giving someone your full presence, not just your time, communicates something profound. It says, "You are the most important thing to me right now." When you look at her without checking your phone, without looking away during conversation, and without mentally planning what to say next, you make her feel seen in a way that's rare. Women after 60 especially want to feel like they matter, like their words and feelings are important. By offering this level of attention, you're showing her that she isn't just another part of your day, but someone worthy of your emotional investment. This makes her feel valued and ultimately deeply desired. What surprises many men is how much just being present can impact attraction. It isn't about grand gestures or saying the right words. In fact, it doesn't require you to do anything extraordinary at all. The true power lies in giving her your full, undivided attention. In a world filled with constant distractions from phones, work, social obligations, or even internal thoughts, a moment of genuine focus feels like a breath of fresh air. By simply tuning into her, listening deeply, and not letting your attention wander, you show her that she's the most important part of that moment. When you focus on her like this, you're giving her something many women after 60 deeply crave: emotional validation. She wants to feel like she matters in your world. She doesn't need to be the center of attention in every moment, but she does want to feel chosen, like her thoughts, feelings, and presence are valued. When she feels that, a shift happens inside her. It's a quiet, powerful feeling of being deeply wanted, not just for what she does or how she looks, but for who she is. After 60, attraction doesn't rely on bold moves or flashy gestures. It's about presence, patience, and emotional depth. The way you make a woman feel seen, valued, and emotionally secure is what ignites desire in the most genuine way. Whether it's through subtle touches, the steady rhythm of your voice, the silence you share, or simply offering your full attention, these are the moments that build connection and intimacy. When you stop chasing desire and instead allow it to unfold naturally, you create a space where both of you can relax, be yourselves, and truly connect. The issue in doing so, you unlock a deeper, quieter form of attraction that speaks to the heart. If this video resonated with you, please take a moment to like it, share it with someone who might find it valuable, leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences, and subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss our next conversation. Issue. I'm Vernon. Thank you for watching my video till now, and see you next time.